here live to New York City inside of the NBA 2K League studios, and there you can see it. We have an upset, the first one of the day in Game 1 of the regular season, Day 2 here. It's the Grizz, who went winless in group play. They get the win 64-57 over a very tough defensive-minded Pacers team up here to the Perch. Larry Ridley and Dirk here alongside with you. Dirk, you didn't look at the Grizz. They had a new lineup. They had some different builds. They wanted to build team chemistry, and most importantly, they wanted to get their shooters open and active. They got that done. 6 3-pointers for the Grizz. You look at their top 4: Threat, Winner, AA, and Phenom combining for all of their points except 3. Huge 3 by Threat with 14 seconds left. Grizz showing some fight, and they get on the board in that left column. A win, Dirk.
Yeah, that's just big overall for the confidence thing, and I think that's what this team is. That's what you're looking for. One of the big differences just in terms of how the team was is that they were more hyped up than we probably saw them throughout the entirety of the tip-off. They were communicating. That was the first thing. Is like I think we saw one of the teams play. They're all hyped up. They're all screaming and yelling. Then it goes to them and it's completely silent, even when they're winning. So they finally had Threat. He starts to kind of get up. He got vocal. Winner, he got vocal as well. That everybody feeds off that energy. It does so much for your team. But I just think the overall play style, they completely switched it up. They were playing more of that team ball. I'm happy for the guys. They got that first win. Can they continue it, though? That's going to be the question moving forward. But you give it to them. That's what you have to do. But that was kind of the 1-2 punch, and something we go back and talk about. We talked about the chemistry just between these two guys, and it was put on complete display here. The defensive end, Grizz Gaming, they are able to do an excellent job of just reading passing lanes, making sure that they're pinching these ball handlers and knocking that ball loose and getting out. And that was really the story of the game. I think it was about midway through the third quarter. Everything about this game just came down to free throws. That's all it came down. The field goals were the exact same. The three-pointers made were the exact same. So you kind of go back. Switzer missed one free throw. He was to make that one. It would have been a 3-point game the entire time. But they just did an excellent job of just trading blows back and forth. And if Grizz Gaming, you're ahead of those trades and you're making sure you're scoring first every single time, by way of logic, you're going to end up winning.
Yes, and you look at this game, Dirk. It was played within 7 points the entire ball game. So nip and tuck back and forth game between the Grizz and the Pacers. You look at the Pacers. I talked to Cody Parent before the game, and he said, look, Larry, I'm a little nervous about this game. They've had a week to prepare, and anyone that has a week to prepare, you know you're going to have some close ball games. And he was prophetic. It was a close ball game. And you can see there the big guy from the Grizz. They get the win 64-57. Completely shocked, or you look, I was leaning towards the Grizz anyway. We didn't get the prediction, but I thought they would show some fight in this game.
I think the safe bet, just from kind of people looking back at the tip-off term, they're saying, okay, 100% is going to be Pacers Gaming one. It should be pretty convincing, but that's something that we have to take into account is maybe a lot of these teams that you saw struggle, they've had a lot of time to kind of recuperate, try something new, and with the way that this roster worked, yes, it did work out well. Pacers Gaming, they went with more of an offensive shift. They took the backpack off of Wolf, so to speak, and they tried to flow it more through Gunnar, try to get the big men open, but just like we said, I mean, that's the story of this game is you look at the stats and how close everything was. It came down to free throws. That was ultimately what it was, the and ones, and that played the huge factor.
Yeah, you talked to the Grizz. They said, look, we wanted to take things more serious. We didn't think we did that during group play. They absolutely accomplished that this time. Trust and chemistry working well, and they're heading back to Memphis, walking in Memphis in their blue suede shoes with the